All right, anyone else? Okay, attorneys and everyone, these are the rules of the court. People in the gallery, I know some of you may be here to support people who are in custody. Do not talk to them. Visitation is not at the court. The deputies are in charge of security. When you talk to inmates, they get a little jumpy. Is that the correct legal term? And let me just tell you, if you do it, your fault, their fault, you're going to be asked to leave the courtroom and you will not be allowed back in this courtroom unless there's a trial or an attorney needs you for a witness. Does everyone understand? Samantha Mendoza.
Paper on it for Miss Mendoza.
All right, Miss Mendoza, come down. Hello. So, counsel, have you received all discovery?
Judge, I have. I'm here because Miss Mendoza requested that I withdraw. And in the past, I had always brought those to the court's attention. I generally see the court reject it. But recently, the new thing that is done over at the jail is they request you withdraw. Then they file a bar complaint against you. And then 20 hours later, as a lawyer, they reject the bar complaint. They end up getting another lawyer who doesn't do any better. And you've spent 20 hours of your time. I've done this 2 to 3 times in the last.
Oh, no, here's the thing. Miss Mendoza?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 31.
All right, so if you want an attorney, then you need to, if you want a different attorney, you need to hire an attorney. Do you understand?
Okay, I understand, but he's basically telling me like these classes don't.
No. Here's the thing. Let me explain something to you.
Mhm.
And this is me talking to you as somebody who's been a defense attorney, somebody who's been a prosecutor. Sometimes I would have clients who would think that what they're telling me would help their case. And it wouldn't. It had nothing to do with the price of peaches. But it's always nice for clients to take classes while they're in custody, to try to get their life in order, so that maybe if an agreement is worked out, that's something that can be presented to the judge. In this court, this is the process. I make sure that the defense has all of the discovery. What does that mean, discovery? It means that he's been given everything that the state has about your case so that he can properly prepare for your case. Then I require that the state make an offer to the defense, and then the defense is ethically obligated to present that offer to you, and then you can either reject it or accept it. If you accept it, then there will be a plea agreement. I will accept the plea. If you reject it and you all are not able to come to an agreement, then it will be set for trial. Here's the problem that I see a lot with people who are charged with cases. They think that attorneys, all we do is talk. They don't think there's anything behind that. But guess what? Every attorney that you see in here, one at least has an undergraduate degree. Then they had to go to law school. And when you see attorneys talking, there's knowledge about the legal world and experience based upon their life and based upon what they have done. So just like you wouldn't go to a doctor if you needed a heart surgery, I guarantee you wouldn't be telling that doctor, and I know you're not listening to me, but I don't believe you would be telling that doctor how to do a heart surgery. I don't think you'd be handing to that doctor and saying, hey, let me show you this paperwork where I went to go to listen to somebody speak about something. And you wouldn't expect that heart surgeon to say, you know what, you're right. This is how I'm going to do that surgery. But for some people, some reason, people feel the legal profession, just anybody can do it. And you know what? If anybody could be in the legal profession, then we wouldn't have law schools, and then anybody could have their bar card and anybody could do what attorneys do. So what I'm telling you is, this is not Burger King. If you want your own attorney, that's the way to get Burger King service the way you want it. You go out and hire an attorney. And I guarantee you, when you hire that attorney, he or she will tell you there are a few things that as a defendant, you have a choice over. You have a choice. Am I going to testify at trial or not? Am I going to accept a plea bargain or not? Those are some of your choices. But trial strategy, that's not within your purview. That's solely within the defense attorney's purview. So this attorney is willing to speak to you. This is the attorney who's been appointed to represent you. But what I can tell you is this train is going to keep moving. You understand? So all discovery has been received. State, were you able to tender an offer? Were you able to talk to your attorney about the offer that was tendered?
Yes, we talked about it.
Do you need more time to talk to him about the offer?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so if y'all will sit in the box and he will talk to you, then you can reapproach counsel.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Court is calling 2024 CR 6380, State of Texas versus Samantha Mendoza. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Eddie Bravanek.
are you Samantha Mendoza?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance?
Yes.
Penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The plea punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the
Yes,
plea?
Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If the court would allow us to.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, it's pretty simple. We just asked you to follow the plea bargain.
All right, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. And I see in the documentation that she's on parole.
She is.
All right. Has a parole been revoked?
They're waiting for me to handle these charges.
All right. Well, I can ask that this sentence run concurrent with parole. However, I have no jurisdiction to force them to do that. If they decide not to do it, they don't have to do it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this will run concurrent with parole.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You can go off the record. How old are you?
I'm 31.
You're 31. Do you have any children?
No.
All right. So here's the thing. You're 31. You still have a chance to improve your life. You got to start making a decision. Do you want to still continue to live this chaotic lifestyle or not? The vehicle you were in, think about it, had no steering column because somebody had stolen it.
Yeah.
The window is busted out. And that's the vehicle you're driving around in. You know? So either you're going to continue to use drugs, continue to do this craziness. And guess what? If you come back to a felony court, depending on the level of felony, your minimum sentence is going to be 25 years. And you need to ask yourself, whatever you're doing in the free world that is against the law, is it worth potentially 25 years of your life? If it is, you'll do it. And guess what'll happen? You will wake up, you will find a majority of your life has been spent in prison. You understand?
Yes.
And if a majority of your life is spent in prison, it's not your attorney's fault. It's not the judge's fault. You know whose fault it is? Yes. All right. So when you go back to prison, try to improve yourself. If you don't have your GED, get your GED. If you don't have a college degree or have any type of trade, you can get that. It's free at the prison. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.